Run while you still can! It hurts! It hurts! It feels good!
You see that, Pink? Join us. What's the matter? Scared? Where's she off to in such a hurry? Huh? Come here!
This can't be happening! The Rainbow Friends can't end like this!
Quickly, Pink. This way.
Red?
Quick, barricade the door. We should be safe in here. Your color is still intact, right?
My color? What? Never mind that! What about my brother Blue? We have to go back for him!
It's too dangerous. Everyone but us is an enemy. Now we have to move quickly before...
Red?
Oh dear.
Won't you join us, Red?
No! No! Join us!
No, no, no! I have to get out of here before my color's changed too!
Join us! Join us!
No! No, please! No!
Come on, open up!
Join us!
You know you want to.
Let us in. Shh! Sis, it's me!
Blue? You're okay! Boy, am I glad to see you!
Likewise. I thought everyone else was a goner.
Not yet, thanks to you. But Blue, what's happening out there? Why is everyone acting so strangely? And what happened to their colors?
Not again. I don't know if we can take another incident.
What do you mean, not again? This has happened before?
Yes, it was before your time as a rainbow friend. We're safe in here for now, so I might as well tell you this story so you can better understand the situation. It all started what feels like a lifetime ago now, right after Red turned us all into rainbow friends. Green, orange, purple, and I used to be normal people, as you well know. Red changed us into monsters, and so we took it upon ourselves to repay the favor.
Come on, boss. Don't you want to be friends with us?
Making the Rainbow Friends was his lifelong dream, but becoming one? That wasn't a part of Red's grand scheme. Some of us grew to accept our new lots in life, even going so far as to claim to love it. These friends felt that they were better off. Others yearned for their former lives, Red included. He couldn't let go of his humanity. I too wanted to turn back to normal, to see you, Mom, Dad, and everyone else again. And so I helped him. For all his faults, Red was, and still is, a brilliant scientist. After all, he took us in and developed us into entirely unique and brand new life forms. Surely a man of such talents would be able to accomplish the reverse. That was my thinking anyway. The others begrudgingly accepted Red into our ranks as Rainbow Friends, whereas I was quicker to forgive, all in the hopes of returning to normal. Day and night, Red and I would work in his lab, testing formulas and concoctions left and right. Well, he mostly gave me stuff to drink, and I did.
So you were his guinea pig.
Not the word choice I'd prefer, but essentially, yeah. Unfortunately, none of his potions had the effects we desired. With each failure, Red would curse his existence, shout at no one in particular, and then throw me out of the lab. He wouldn't calm down until the next morning, when he would be suddenly chock full of new ideas.
Sounds exhausting.
It was actually exciting. Through every failure, we felt as though we were getting closer to the solution. And all of our struggles nearly paid off on that one fateful night. There was a monsoon right off the coast of Oddworld's Pier. It would be upon the place any minute, and Red spurred us to take action. I didn't understand his plan, but as usual, I didn't ask any questions. As the winds and the rain came closer, the roof of the lab was blown off entirely. It was really scary. Red held up a couple of lightning rods, which seemed like a very bad idea. I tried to stop him, but it was too late. Two huge bolts of lightning came down and hit the rods as the rain continued to soak us both. Red contorted as his entire body was electrified. I still remember the screams. When it was over, Red was faced out on the floor. I thought he was dead, but what happened next I never could have guessed. From his body, his color drained out and went into the layer of water on the ground, which carried it away. Red was left laying there white as a ghost. I rushed over to him and tried to shake him back to life. Unfortunately for me, he did come back, but he wasn't himself anymore. The white red bit my neck, and before I knew it, my color had drained too. In that moment, all I could think about was finding the others and spreading my affliction. I wanted to get rid of all the color in the world. Red and I were in agreement on that, and so we began to traverse the play place, looking for our next victims. We found Orange first. He was gorging himself in his cave as per usual. When he heard us approach, he reacted quickly to defend his meal, but calmed down when he saw us. Before we could question our unusual lack of color, we were on him. He put up a good fight, but I was able to get one good chomp in. Orange yelped out in pain before his color left him too. He rose like a zombie, and then we all continued on our hunt to spread the curse. Green would be easy. He was blind and couldn't even tell that there was anything different about us, apart from our new way of thinking. The three of us cornered him. Before he went down, he sniffed the air and could tell something was wrong, so he started to swing his limbs wildly in defense. He nearly knocked the three of us out, but I managed to duck his final blow in time. Didn't take long after that for him to quickly join our ranks and set out with us on our new collective mission. All that was left was Purple, who was no doubt cowering in a vent somewhere, so the four of us split up, searching each and every vent. We discovered that the ventilation system was far more complex than even Red realized, but eventually, we found him. But he too wasn't going to go down that easily. He ran, and he was fast. Faster even than Orange. It took the four of us working together to finally corner him in the lab. As we approached him, the rain above suddenly grew silent. Following that, the sun began to rise. From the exposed hole in the roof, the sun shone down into the lab. And as we stepped into it, our color returned. We yelped and we cried, the infection inside of us not wanting to subside. But by the time we recovered, we were fully in color again, and the threat had passed. We had won! We all breathed a silent sigh of relief.
But now, the infection is back. We're all losing our color again.
Yeah, but at least now we know how to cure it. We just gotta wait until the sun comes out and get them to step into it.
You're right. That doesn't sound too hard.
You were saying?
Come on, Blue. We gotta run for it. Blue?
Well, about that, Pink. Won't you join us?
No!
Hold your horses, Purple. You ain't going nowhere. Out of my way, lizard. Green, I'm warning you. Step aside or suffer the same fate.
Come at me, and I will put you back in your proper place.
Ah! You're all just stepping stones. I won't rest until I reach him.
Then you'll have to go through me.
You don't understand. I had no choice. There are things about this place that you don't know, Blue.
Purple, why are you fighting so hard? There must be a reason behind all this.
Like I said, there are things about this place, about my past, that you don't know.
Then enlighten me.
Fine, I will tell you my story, Blue. And at the end of it, if you still wish to fight me, then so be it. It all started on that one horrible day. The day of the fire. That was the day that I was left alone in this world. My mom, my dad, my brother. I had lost everything. My family didn't have much, and what we did have was burnt up in that flame. But I am a survivor, you see. From there, I moved from foster home to foster home, meeting new families and playing them for suckers. I was constantly on the move. If I ever stuck in one place for too long, I started to have nightmares of my old home, my old family, and the fires that swept them all away. Because of my tendency to move around, the school systems didn't know what to do with me. I decided on my own to drop out. From there, I became something of a street rat, robbing what I could from rich passerby, enough to survive, and perhaps a little more. My sticky fingers made me something of a legend on the streets, and I quickly gained some new friends. Dangerous friends. We had a solid crew going, but as our power grew, so did that of our rivals. From pickpocketing to vandalism, we were always competing against each other over territory. And to make matters even more complicated, their leader and I, a strong, beautiful woman by the name of Violet, quickly fell in love. Eventually, she even became my wife.
Hold up, you were married?
Like I said, there are things about my past you didn't know about. Our romance was done in secret to not anger either side. But eventually, there was too much to hide. My wife had become pregnant, and we both decided there and then that we needed out of the game for good. So we ran away from it. We had gotten good at it after all, running away from life. A year had passed, and my wife gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. We didn't have much after leaving it all behind, but we had each other. We could finally start over. Unfortunately, life had other plans for us. One day, my wife's old group caught up to her as she was buying groceries. They didn't take kindly to what they called deserters and decided to teach her a lesson. She didn't come home that night or any night after. She was gone, and I was left alone with our daughter. Without my wife's help, I lost my way again. Turned back to a life of petty crime, all in an effort to provide. It was all I knew. I tried to keep my second life from my daughter, but as she grew older, I think she started to suspect her dear old dad wasn't as good of a guy as she thought. Nevertheless, we managed to eke out a humble life for ourselves, even as I struggled to make ends meet. That is, until the day before my daughter's 10th birthday. It was at this time that I first heard the name Rainbow Friends. Apparently, it was all the rage amongst my daughter's classmates. I knew there was no way I could afford to take her there, and I told her as much. She understood, but I could tell deep down that she was disappointed. I resolved to myself that if I couldn't bring her to the Rainbow Friends, then I could bring the Rainbow Friends to her. That night, I made my way to the play place. The place looked abandoned, completely run down. Regardless, I busted in and started my search. There had to be some sort of dolls or other merch I could grab for her. My search took me deep into the play place, and all the while, I was being watched. I finally made my way to what looked like a laboratory when I saw it. I saw a man being turned into a monster for the first time. I only caught a glimpse, but it was enough. The man who had become red was standing there, laughing, as a larger man was twisted and mutated into becoming who we now know as Orange. It was the most terrifying sight I ever laid eyes on. When it was over, I couldn't help it. I screamed. Red turned to face me, and I'll never forget what he said.
Ah, do you want to become my friend too?
I ran, but I didn't know where I was going, whereas he knew the facility like the back of his hand. So I ducked into a vent. I sat there in the darkness for a moment until I heard a flame flicker to life. I turned, only to come face to face with the man once more.
Boo.
I woke up strapped to a table, with Red standing over me. He was holding a binder, full of pictures of me, my wife and my daughter.
My, what a tragic life you've led up to this moment, my friend. I am truly sorry.
Can it? You're no friend of mine.
Temper. Relax. I'm going to offer you a deal, and I highly suggest that you take it.
He spoke of a contract between the two of us. He would provide for my daughter, making it so that she would never want for anything in this world ever again. He had a plan to get his riches back to accomplish this, and how I would play a key role in it. Of course, he explained, in order for this plan to succeed, my daughter could never know what happened to me. I knew I could never provide for her. I was nothing but a low-life thief, and so I accepted the terms. It was over in a flash. I might have screamed, but I can hardly remember. Before I knew it, my limbs had grown long and gangly, and my skin became purple. I accepted my new life as a rainbow friend, and for his part, Red delivered to me monthly updates on my daughter's progress. She was alone in the world, but he had made sure to get her in the proper channels. Due to the Rainbow Friend's success, Red became rich, and he had passed a portion of those earnings on to her. She had become successful herself, doing well in school, sports, art, and talent. My little girl had it all. He kept his word, or so it seemed. One day, as we were entertaining the guests as usual, I saw her, my daughter, now fully grown up. She looked just like her mother. I couldn't believe my little daughter had turned into the successful woman that stood before me. And yet, I couldn't bear to face her, so I hid. I was ashamed of what I had become. No daughter should have to see their father in this condition. Then she walked closer. She seemed sad, lonely even, as if she was looking for something. I reached out of the vent to make my presence known, but she was called away by Red. He ushered her out of the room, and I never saw her again.
That's a sad story, but I don't understand. You've been here for a long time. Why act out now? It sounds like your daughter is safe.
I thought so too, until I found out that it was all a lie. You might recall the police officers that were investigating this place. Well, turns out they were looking for missing persons. Among those missing was my little girl. He lied, Blue. He didn't take care of her. He turned her into another one of his friends.
No, that's horrible. Is it too late?
I don't know. There hasn't been a new friend made here in a while. But either way, Red's going to pay for what he's done. Are you with me?
Let's do this.
Red! We gotta talk.
Yeah!
Ah, Purple. I was hoping you would join us.
Us?
Let me go! Please!
No, you monster! Let her go!
Wait, that voice. Dad?
Well, Purple, aren't you going to answer her?
Come on, buddy. You can do this.
It's me, sweetie.
Dad, you're alive? I thought you... I'm so happy you're okay.
You are? I'm so sorry. I tried to make your life better, and all I did was ruin everything.
Nonsense. For you see, now you can be together forever.
No! Blue!
I'm on it.
I have had enough of you! What the heck is that thing?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Just keep moving.
I think it's gaining on...
Orange, no! Wait. Go ahead. Make it quick.
Leave him alone! Not good. That thing can travel through the vents just like me. They're fast, too. I gotta think quick before... I won't let you hurt my friends!
Stop this!
Son?
No!
I'm sorry, son. Your father didn't mean to hurt you. He's just having trouble controlling his new urges.
Mom? Is it really you? How is this possible? You died.
It all began the day of the fire. The flames were blazing, and the smoke from our apartment was rising high into the sky. Your father and I were struggling to find you and your brother amidst smoke, calling out your names. You both had hidden, crawling under this and that because of how frightened you were. You were just kids, and you didn't understand that this was exactly what not to do during a fire. Thankfully, against all odds, we found you hiding away in the crawl space. Your father had me take you outside while he continued to look for your brother. We ran down the stairs and made it safely outside. But as we stood on that street corner amidst the onlookers, I started to panic. It was taking too long. Your father couldn't find your brother. I'd lose them both if I didn't do something. I gave you one last big hug, asked one of our neighbors to watch you, and then ran right back into that building. I rummaged through the apartment. Flaming horrors and ash covered it by now. I looked around as best as I could through the smoke when finally I saw them. Both of them were now passed out, stuck under a beam. I ran to them, and in a sudden burst of energy that I still can't explain, I was able to lift the beam off of them. Before I could reach the door to safety, the blaze consumed us all. The flame had reached the gas line, and the whole place exploded in a ball of fire. It's a miracle that we survived. Badly burned, we were thrown from the building and catapulted down into the back alley far below. Trash bags broke our fall, but we were in pain. And by the time the ambulance arrived, we had passed out. We awoke in a hospital, bandages covering the three of us head to toe. The fire had done irreversible damage. I didn't dare remove the bandages out of fear of what I might see. Your father and brother were similarly broken. Son, believe me when I say we wanted to contact you, but I was so worried about what you might think, that you might be afraid of me, of us. So I decided to look over you from the shadows instead. We watched as you moved from foster home to foster home, school to school, flunking out left and right. I couldn't bear it. I wanted nothing more than to help you, to guide you, but I just couldn't. I figured that you would find your own way, and after a while, I was proven right. You might have fallen into a bad crowd, but you also fell in love, and your family couldn't be prouder. We watched from afar as you welcomed your daughter into your home, and later, we saw when those thugs attacked your wife. I am so sorry, son. Just know that we were always watching over you, and that meant getting revenge. I'm not proud of this, but your father and I dealt with them shortly after. No one was going to hurt my baby boy and get away with it, especially now that he had a daughter of his own to protect. It was years later when we decided that we wanted nothing more than to come forward, to reveal ourselves to you, no matter the result. That girl of yours needed to know that she had a whole family that loved her, and you needed to not be alone in this world. Just as we were heading to your apartment, we saw your daughter hanging up missing posters with your face on them. We couldn't believe it. There was no way that you would have abandoned your daughter, not like we did. We knew something had gone wrong, and so we started an investigation that led us here, to the Rainbow Friends play place. We arrived at the play place together, your father and I. It was dark, and it was scary, but we knew that our son, that you had to be here somewhere, and so we got to work. We searched every inch of this place, and as we did, we were attacked. A horrible blue monster had come charging at us. As it emitted a loud roar, we could do nothing but flee from it. We hit an vent, and luckily the blue creature had passed us by. Oh, we breathed a sigh of relief. That is, until we saw what was lurking in the vent. You. We didn't know it was you at the time, of course, and you had no reason to recognize us. And so you chased us down. It was only through the intervention of one man that you didn't kill us right then and there. A gated wall slammed shut within the vent, blocking you from following us. A man reached into the vent and pulled us out. He explained that he was the owner of the play place, and then apologized for his employees' behavior. He went on to say that he knew who we were and what we were looking for. Your father almost decked him across the face, but the man said something next that gave us pause. He said that he could heal us. It sounded too good to be true, but when he brought us to his lab, it started to make sense. It was outfitted with all sorts of fancy technology and medical equipment, and for the first time in a long time, we had hoped to restore ourselves. The man promised that after the operation, he would introduce us to our son. The whole thing stank, but we were too blinded with anticipation to question it further. We agreed. Next thing we knew, we were strapped into machines and the process was underway. Our skin was restored, just as the man had promised, and for a brief second, we truly saw each other for the first time in years. This moment of happiness quickly turned sour. As the process was only just beginning, our skin began to darken into a purple hue as our bodies morphed further. We started to resemble the purple beast we saw in events, and I knew then what had become of our son. But it was too late. Once the process had ended, your father was blind with rage. It was like he had gone feral. The man sedated him before telling me that the process was a failure. I tried to plead with him to return us to normal, but the man only laughed. He mocked me, saying that he only gave us what we wanted. But we didn't want this. He then said that he already had a purple rainbow friend, and that we as duplicates would be locked away in storage as a contingency plan. I begged to see you, to see my son, and again the man laughed, saying that that would be impossible. He didn't want any of his rainbow friends to have family for fear that they might gang up on him. It sounds like you formed a new family despite this, and he got his at the end. So that's everything. We were locked away with no hope of seeing either our boys again. Oh, son, I'm so sorry.
Mom, it's okay.
It's him!
Dad! Dad, it's me! You don't have to be angry anymore! You found me! We're finally all together again!
Together. Oh, honey, son, I'm so sorry.
I'm so happy to have you guys back. Wait, does this mean my brother's still out there somewhere?
We can only hope, son. We can only hope.
Come on, Green. Keep up.
Red, why is this happening? Another one of your crazy experiments?
This isn't my fault this time.
Yeah, likely.
Green!
Taste the rainbow. Hey, this isn't so bad. Yes, yes! This actually feels good! Taste the rainbow, Red!
Never! There's still time to fix this. I know it. Orange, glad to see you're safe.
These rainbow creatures are everywhere. They already got pink and yellow. I don't know how much more of this we can take.
Come with me. We'll get to my lab and work on a way to fix all of this.
Lead the way.
Yeah, what the?
Nice try, but you can't escape the rainbow!
Orange, no! Let him go.
Give me my color back. No! 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 Pretty tasty. Red, you gotta try this.
I should have known you couldn't help but gorge yourself. Very well, I will solve this alone. First Green, and now Orange. This rainbow monster was going to destroy the Rainbow Friends one by one if I didn't find a way to stop it. Thankfully, Hope arrived with the appearance of Purple.
Red, down here!
Purple, you're alive.
That's right. Once the others started going nuts, I took to my vents quickly. You gotta get to your lab, right? To make this all go away?
That's the plan.
No problemo. It's this way. Follow me. Here we are. Hey, what the?
Purple!
Give me your color. Now, brothers, prepare the feast.
The beast had me cornered, but I wasn't about to go down without a fight.
Are you ready to accept your fate?
No, I won't let you turn me into one of your mindless monsters.
You don't have a choice. Take this! Red, you saved me!
Blue, You're the Rainbow Monster?
That's right, but thanks to you, I'm myself again.
Blue, listen to me very carefully. All of the Rainbow Friends are still very much in danger. Why don't you tell me what happened, so I can better think of a way to save them? We don't have much time.
Well, okay then. It's all my fault, Red. Let me start at the beginning. The other day, when I was doing my daily routine of patrolling, looking for humans to hunt, I passed by all the others. The Rainbow Friends were in a really bad place. Everyone's just feeling so bummed out. Sure, becoming a Rainbow Friend has given them awesome powers, but there's a lot of limitations too. I'll start with myself first. I may be big and strong now, way more so than when I was a pathetic human. I also gained some cool new friends. I even get to spend more time with my sister. But there's a lot of drawbacks. I didn't want to mention it because of green and all, but this button eye of mine, I can't see out of it. My depth perception is all out of whack. Not only that, but this perpetual slobber is really annoying. It's always dripping into my drinks. Disgusting. My body's so big and bulky that I'm always hitting my head on door frames. Not to mention the seats in the theater are super uncomfy. Yeah, being blue is hard. But it's nothing compared to the others, like Orange. I talked to him that day, and he had his own troubles.
I used to be big. I could eat and never get tired of eating. Nowadays, I can only eat on a set feeding schedule. Not to mention, I'm so small, I have to ask the other taller Rainbow Friends to reach things for me. I can't even be independent. Sure, I'm a cool dinosaur, and I should be thankful for that. But aren't dinos supposed to be big? I can't help but wonder if there's something that could have been done about this.
I wanted to learn more, so I headed to the vents.
What's that? You want to know what's got me down? Well, what doesn't? I'm forced to crawl around these vents like a filthy rat. I had enough of the slimy underbelly when I was a human. My whole existence is like a big joke.
I went to see Green, and his struggles were the most obvious of all.
Where do I begin? Well, I'm blind, duh. But also, these short, stubby legs and long arms make my balance a nightmare. I feel like one of those wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men you see outside of car dealerships. It ain't easy being green, that's for sure.
Everyone had their fair share of problems with being the specific color of Rainbow Friend that they were, but I thought to myself, if Red made us into these things, maybe there's a way we could be made into something else. So I snuck into your lab while you were out having your morning tea, and from there, I got to work. I used the machine to combine my body with the essences of color you keep stored. First, I mixed with Green's essence. I emerged from the machine as Cyan, a brand new Rainbow Friend. First thing I noticed was that my eye was fixed. I also had the long stretchy arms of Green, and I wasn't drooling anymore either. It was amazing. But I was still facing Green's balance issues, so I decided to take it a step further. I combined myself with the essence of Purple. I became a beautiful violet Rainbow Friend. From here, I assumed the hunched posture of Purple, thereby eliminating my top-heavy issue. Now I could travel in style. I decided to give the vents a whirl, and boy, I sure could move fast through them. I knew that this was the cure to all of my friends' problems. If I could just get the mixes right, we'd remain ourselves, just without the drawbacks. But I might have gone a little overboard. I combined myself with all of the colors of the rainbow at once. I had hoped this would morph me into some kind of super being. A small part of me believed it might even make me human again. Instead, I became the rainbow monster you encountered. I had all the colors within me, but that still wasn't enough. I needed everyone else's essence of color too. Only by draining it from them could I give them the gift of the rainbow. At least, this is what my head was telling me. The colors had completely taken over, and I was more beast than friend. You already know the rest. I took green, orange, and purple's colors already, and I nearly took yours too, until you saved me. Wait, how did you save me again?
Let us in. Come on. You gotta taste the rainbow. It's a gift like none other. The steam from the pipe blew. The water vapors were what returned you to normal. Of course, it's so simple.
Water was the cure all along? So, should we give the other rainbow friends a bath?
Exactly. Well, not exactly, but close enough. They'll be through that door in no time. Quick, help me set a fire.
What? Are you crazy?
Trust me.
Okay, if you say so.
Aha! We got you now. Huh?
Not today.
No! It burns! It burns! Ah!
It worked! Everyone's back to normal.
Rainbow Friends Play Place used to be filled with such happiness and laughter. But those days are long, long ago. I couldn't compete with the thrills of Oddworld, the neighboring amusement park, so my once thriving business became a ghost town. I was able to save it, for a while at least, by making new rainbow friends, ones that were actually real and alive. These adorable creatures became the talk of the town. But then they all turned on me. They refused to perform their shows any longer, and they made me one of them. Now Rainbow Friends Play Place is less popular than ever before. It's been months since we've had an actual paying customer. And yet I was optimistic. I knew I had stumbled onto something great, something that would put Rainbow Friends back on top again. I was going to turn the Rainbow Friends monsters into babies, cuter and cuddlier than ever before, but now small enough for me to control. It was the perfect plan. I could see the future, clear as day. Lines out the door of excited visitors, stacks and stacks of money. I just needed to find a reason to bring them all into one room together.
I'm so excited for the birthday party.
Yeah, let's play pin the tail on the donkey. Being blind gives you a pretty serious competitive advantage out there, buddy.
Forget the games. I just want some of that delicious looking cake.
Man, you really went all out with the decorations, Green. Happy birthday!
It's not my birthday. I was told it was purples. Really? I was told it was oranges.
I thought it was blues.
Wait, we were all lied to? That must mean...
It's a trap! Run for the exits! We gotta get out of here!
It's locked, Blue!
Then break it down!
They boarded up all the vents!
We're doomed!
Wait! No!
Yes. Once you all are fully converted, Rainbow Friend Play Place will rise once again from the ashes of insignificance. We'll be the #1 attraction in all the world.
Red, whatever you're planning on doing, please just...
Oh look, the babies are finally waking up from their naps.
You won't get away with this, Red. We'll find a cure. I know it.
You know nothing. While you all have been busy sulking in the shadows, I've been setting up my devious new plan, which includes quite the elaborate babysitting system to keep you brats in line. So I suggest you stay within these 4 walls and play your parts like you used to. Otherwise, you will be in for quite the surprise.
Welp, looks like this is our new home.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? We can't stay here. Who knows what else happens in his evil plan?
I don't know. This place seems pretty secure, Blue.
Plus, he said we'd be in for quite the surprise if we leave.
Aren't you scared of him by now?
Of course I'm scared of Red. He's made my life miserable in more ways than one, which is why we had to fight back.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Well, it looks like the door isn't going to be an option, and neither is the window. But I think we can escape from there.
Way up in the ceiling? How are we supposed to reach that? We're little babies now!
Don't worry, I got a plan. But first, we gotta take care of that camera. Huh.
It appears our tiny friends aren't behaving themselves like I hoped they would. You'll need to teach them a lesson, Teal.
There, that should do it.
Now what's that big plan of yours to get up to the vent?
I'll answer that question with another question. Now that we're all toddler size, which one of us do you think is light enough to be carried by balloons?
Wait, no. I'm afraid of heights.
Quit being a baby! The faster you float up there, the faster Purple can guide you through the vents and out of this room to unlock the front entrance.
All right, I'm in. Good, now listen to me. I know those ventilation shafts like the back of my hand. You're gonna go straight, then a hard left. But be careful, there's a steep...
Nice job, Orange! You did it!
I think I found the surprise Red was talking about.
Everyone, run for it!
He's almost on us!
We're gonna die. Blue, what are you doing?
You guys get out of here. I'll hold him off. Go, now! While you still have the chance!
Come on, Purple, we gotta go.
What's happening? Describe it to me!
Teal, stop! We wouldn't want to hurt my star attraction now, would we?
How many times do I gotta tell you, Red? I'll never work for PlayPlace again. You're evil.
That's not a very nice thing to say now, is it? Can't you see that I just want to be friends? I can't do this without you.
Clearly you can. This Teal guy seems pretty obedient.
Yes, but he lacks a soul like you. Audiences really need that sincere human connection, you know? You can't pull off a believable performance without it. Plus, let's be honest, you're the real leader of the Rainbow Friends. Purple, orange, green, they all look up to you. If you joined my side, then everyone else would fall right in line. So, final chance. You can either join me willingly, or force me to use much more barbaric options.
Never means never, Red.
Unfortunate. Lobotomy it is. We'll scoop out your brain and make you a walking cyborg corpse just like Teal here. Now to the lab. What's going on? No! Don't worry about the brat. The others are big now. Attack them.
How did the three of us get beat by one guy?
He's a super powerful robot, Green. Plus, Orange wasn't much help.
Hey, I got some bites in.
I'm so sick of all you ungrateful freaks messing up my beautiful plans. At least Teal will always listen to me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
High security alert. Red must be eliminated. Wait, no. Teal, this is all a mistake.
Please, just let us go! Yeah, you don't have to do this! If you let us go, we'll leave and never come back! We swear!
Ladies, please. Everything is already set into motion. Just a few more adjustments, and all of you will be Rainbow Friends forever. Yes!
Where am I? Wait, why can't I see? What's wrong with my eyes? I'm blind!
It takes a while to get used to.
Huh?
You know, I'm blind too. But I don't need to see to know that you're scared. Don't worry, I'll make your death quick.
I'm so lost in this place. These stupid vents seem like they go on forever. But I gotta keep going to find my sisters. Hello? Is someone there? Ah! I can't shake this guy!
I gotta admit, newbie, you're taking to the vents a lot better than most people. But you're in my territory. My home. I can navigate these tunnels like the back of my... Wait, what the... You're not a human?
Alright, it's feeding time! What the...
Thanks for the food. This new body is making me so hungry.
Listen here, girly. You're messing with the wrong little lizard man. I don't know who or what you are, but if you don't find me some grub pronto, we're gonna have a real problem here. Hey, what are you looking at? Don't touch my food. Are you listening to me? Okay, you better not eat that. I'm warning you. All right, fine, take a bite, but you better not enjoy it. I swear to God, I'll... That's it.
Emerald! Amethyst! Amber!
Where are you guys? Wait, you're scared of me?
No, I was just startled is all. We don't get new rainbow friends around here very often.
It was that evil red scientist that did this to us!
Us?
Yeah, me and my 3 sisters. Well, the 3 that were brave enough to break into this place. See, last night we were all hanging out together, just cracking jokes and watching some old television shows we recorded as kids. But then a certain commercial came on. It was for the original Rainbow Friends Play Place. You know, when it was just actors in goofy costumes singing and dancing for guests? Back when we were all little girls, it was our dream to come out here together. But our parents were always working and never took us. So we decided, why don't we make the dream a reality? We looked online. Seemed like the place had been long abandoned. We could break in and finally fulfill our childhood fantasy. Ruby, our youngest sister, begged us not to go. She said that she'd heard that the play place was filled with terrible monsters. But we didn't listen. We left her behind and headed down here as fast as we could. The play place seemed magical to us. Orange's hideout, Purple's vents, Green's basement. It was exactly like we had imagined as kids. There was one spot we never saw in the commercials. A secret lab with creepy glowing lights and large surgical tables. Little did we know there was someone watching us the whole time, waiting for us to fall into his trap.
Red.
When I woke up, I looked like this, and I was separated from my sisters. Emerald, Amethyst, Amber, they're all out there somewhere. I have to find them.
Don't worry, we will. Come on, follow me.
Oh! What is this? A dead end? I'm trapped!
You sure are.
Huh?
I'll admit that you put up a good chase, but it's time to end this. Stop it, Green! She's a rainbow friend just like us! Leave her alone! You're lying! You just want the dumb human for yourself!
No, it's true. I used to be human, but now I'm some sort of blind, long-armed monster.
Wait! You're... like me? Yes, there's girl versions of all the rainbow friends now. They're sisters. We gotta confront Red and see if there's a way to make things right. Look, Blue, I won't attack you guys anymore. But you know that once you turn into a rainbow friend, there's no turning back.
Well, we have to try. You might have given up hope, but I know there's still a chance for us.
Suit yourselves. You two head over to Red's lab. I'll go track down your sisters and meet you there.
Who are you? A new rainbow friend?
My name's Amethyst. Stay away from me, you freak!
Hey, who you calling a freak? We basically look the exact same. Can't we just be friends?
I'd never be friends with a monster like you!
What the? Why, you little...
Leave her alone, Purple!
He was trying to kill me!
I wasn't, I swear!
Don't worry, Amethyst. Your sister sent me to find you. You're safe now.
My hero!
What? You're into him and not me? We're clearly made for each other. Literally. We belong together.
No, Purple. Amethyst and her sisters were never meant to be monsters at all. None of us were.
Shh, whatever.
Now go down this vent and hang a left to find your sisters waiting for you. I still need to get Amber.
Alright, enough fighting. Let's be rational about this. Maybe we can split the food.
Yeah, like, we could take turns or something.
I'll go first.
Hey!
Amber, I found you!
Move it, fatso! It's feeding time!
Not so fast. You gotta come with me to Red's lab.
Hey, what are you doing? I need some of that food! I'm starving!
Ha! Good riddance, moocher.
Well. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Turn us back to normal! We want to go home!
Back to our real lives! Where we could get married!
Huh?
And eat all the food we want!
Ladies, please. As I'm sure you're already aware, there's no reversing this. Once you become a rainbow friend, you stay a rainbow friend. So stop trying to avoid the inevitable. Listen to me, and we can make this the most profitable entertainment franchise this side of Oddworld.
Take that, creep.
Ruby? Is that you?
Yep. I was worried about all of you, so I decided to come up alone and find everyone. Glad I did. You all got yourselves into quite the situation.
Do you think you can find a way to turn us back to humans?
Definitely.
You can?
Yep. I'm something of a scientist myself. Since I'm still human and my sisters are all blood relatives, I can use my DNA as a match to reverse the process.
So, I don't suppose you could use it for the rest of us then?
I'm afraid not. But thank you for saving them.
It feels good to do something nice for a change.
Get away from me! I don't know who or what you are, but I'm not gonna stick around to find out. What's happening? My color! What are you?
Hey, Green.
Are you okay? Ah! Green! What are you doing? Get off me! Red, we gotta get out of here!
What's going on?
Apple, open the vent.
We need to escape!
Here, come this way.
Hey, don't leave me here!
Blue, you saw what was happening to Green. Something bit him and stole his color, and now he's hunting us down for hours. If he bit you, you're going to turn next. You can't come with us.
What? Look at me, I'm... fine!
See? I told you.
The crate's not that strong, Red. We won't be able to stop him from getting through. We have to run.
This must have been why you tripped.
I don't remember this being here.
Me neither, but it might be our chance to get away. What? I've never seen this thing before.
You mean it's not your machine?
No, but who else could have made it? I'm the only genius around these parts, unless I've been severely underestimating one of you.
I don't know how much longer this will work, but I think we've locked them out.
Or did you lock yourselves in?
Orange, it's so good to see you. I'll never guess what's going on.
I think I might have an idea.
No. No. Blue. Purple. Green. This is horrible. I need to get us out of here before...
Are you impressed by my creation? Surely a man of your genius must appreciate my handiwork.
What are you doing? Turning everyone into color-sucking zombies? I thought they were your friends.
They are my friends. Not necessarily by choice, but they are. However, I'm afraid family comes first. You see, back before I became a rainbow friend, I had a fairly large family. A fairly large family with a really small wallet. With so many mouths to feed and so many kids to watch, it was mostly up to us to take care of ourselves. At least we had each other. My youngest brother got sick, you see. Not like a cold or a flu, but something worse. Something that wouldn't go away. We had no idea how long he would survive. And then something happened that was my fault. We didn't have the money for treatments or medication. Like I said, lots of mouths to feed and not a lot of food to feed them. And since he needed it the most, he got all the good stuff. So one night, I snuck in and took some for myself. I wasn't proud of it, but I couldn't help myself. I was just so hungry. And believe it or not, he understood. We ate together. It was one of the best meals of my life. Then I heard my mother and father from down the hall. Apparently, they had saved up for some sort of special pill they could mix into his food that might have some chance of helping him. I was humiliated. The one thing that could have saved my brother, and I took it away from him. I never told him, and after that, we barely spoke. I just couldn't bear it, knowing what I'd done. I know he always wondered why I stopped talking to him, but I could never say anything, or he would hate me for the rest of our lives. And unfortunately, his life ended up being short, and all I have left of him is this friendship bracelet he made me all those years ago. I may have lost my brother, I may have lost my humanity, but I managed to keep this, and now I'm gonna use it. I realized that if you could inject us with these colors and give us such great power, then maybe I could combine the colors with the DNA he left on this bracelet and bring them back.
Orange, why did you wait until now to tell us? Why did you have to hurt us to help him?
You wouldn't have understood. We all had hard lives before we were turned into rainbow friends. What makes my story any different?
It wasn't your fault, Orange. You were kids. And who knows, maybe it wouldn't have helped anyway.
I'll never know. I need to make up for my actions. I need to apologize. I need to be able to face him again, no matter the cost.
Even if we're the cost, you're going to kill us.
I'm not trying to kill you. Look at yourself. Look at all of them. I was only going to take a little bit of your color. I didn't know such a small amount would have such a huge effect, but now I know just how powerful the colors can be, and I'm ready to use them to save my brother.
That's not how it works. If you combine all the colors with unknown DNA, you could create a monster.
Could create a monster, but it could bring him back.
Either way, it's going to do more harm than good. Even if you want your little brother back, you won't want him like this.
Ah, what do you know?
Whatever you do won't be enough to help Orange.
You don't think this will be enough? Well, then maybe I need more color than I thought. What? What's going on?
It's not strong enough to handle all of our color. If you'd stuck to your original plans, the machine would have worked perfectly. But you got greedy. First rule of being an evil genius. Always stick to the plan.
You put that down right now!
You want it? Come get it.
You tried to stop me, but that actually fixed it.
Stop! Before we watch the ending, did you know that less than 15% of you are subscribed to the channel? That's crazy! Do yourselves a favor and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more awesome Rainbow Friends content. Alright, back to the video.
What? No! Where am I?
My arm hurts.
What happened? Nothing happened, right?
Right.
You failed today, my friend, but you show incredible promise. I have a proposal. I don't tell a single soul what happened here tonight, and you show me how you pulled this off. Do we have a deal? I think we could do some amazing things together. And who knows? You had a good plan. Maybe we'll be able to help you out after all.